and we're back for another episode of Sip, Knit, and Travel. See, I mean participation, right? Already, off the bat. What's up with that? Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
So, I'm Tanika, and you can find me on Instagram at TanikaKnits2.
And I'm Mary, and you can find me on Instagram at MaryKnits2, the number 2.
Yeah, what she said.
For both of us.
For both of us.
See, I was on it this time,
I mean,
guys.
she was on it better than me. I don't know. And then for Ravelry, you can find me at Tanika2, and that's Tanika and then the number 2. Yeah. And you can find her at Molly7941 on Ravelry.
Which she said.
Right. And
I said I was going to remember this time, but I didn't.
She didn't. But again, we'll put it down on the screen. And if you have any questions, you can email us at SipKnitTravel@gmail.com.
Yes.
And there are no spaces in that. And yeah, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
So thank you all again for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're drinking a beverage called the Nor'easter.
Nor'easter.
And we'll have the highlight of us making the beverage later on in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we'll talk about why we picked that specific drink. So we'll get right on into it. New purchases.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any new purchases?
Oh, she does this every time, guys.
I know, right?
I do have some. They're just not here yet. I'm waiting.
It's coming. It's coming.
So next time.
I got quite a few things. And technically one of the things it was on, it was more of, we were waiting. And so, pre-order, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It was on pre-order. So I had to wait and I finally got it. My Explore Knits and Fibers, yarn in the Colorway Fir and Duomo. So she did an Italy collection and then she also had, some of the more popular Advent colorways, and so Fir, I think Fir was, maybe it was a different one, I don't know. Anyway, so this is the Fir colorway. I love it.
So
that green
pretty.
is beautiful.
It is.
And this is the Rockies DK. So I am planning on making Andrea Mowry's, what's the pattern called? Just bought it. I'll put it down below because I can't remember. But, and I think that calls for worsted, but we're going to try to make it work and see how it happens. And then I bought Duomo in Denali sock, her Denali sock base. Look at, it's just so pretty. And I don't know if you can see the green and the pink and the cream. It's just so pretty. And I think I just want to make like a pair of socks or maybe make a shawl or maybe, I don't know. It's so many options, but I just had to buy one because I love the color so much. So Allie from Explore Knits and Fibers, this is my package that came, and I just love it. It's amazing. And next, I got this one, Yarn Cafe Creations. Christy, hey best friend.
Hi.
So we got 3 of them. Well, I did, and it's in the colorways Dijon, Slate, and Mascara.
Slate Mascara.
Yeah, now I'll take it out the package.
Oh, go ahead.
So, her yarn is absolutely beautiful. Sorry for the crinkles, guys. I'll make it quick.
Sound effects.
There we go. All right. So, her colorways are beautiful. Her yarn
is the Dijon.
Is amazing. It's so, it's so soft and just lovable.
It is nice.
I just love it so much.
I love this color.
Yeah, her eye, the yarn, it's just amazing. So this is the Slate colorway.
Yeah.
And then this one is Mascara. So
That's pretty.
I know. Like that. So we have a couple plans. I think I want to make a hat out of this one. And then, I don't know, we might do mittens out of these 2.
We'll see.
I don't know if you can see those 2 together. Really? Thanks for that. So,
our mom says all 3 go together.
She does. She was like, I think it'd be great if you put all 3 of them together. I said, I think it'd be great if you just stop getting involved in my yarn selections. And she was like, whatever.
The conversation did go something like that. So that was really a shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Putting all 3 together.
Whatever, Nico. I'm over it. So these are the 3.
Yes.
And Christy was so kind, so nice. she gifted me a soap bar, so a wool wash. And it's in her, I believe it's her signature scent. And it is a Yarn Cafe Latte. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And it smells so good. I had to take it out and put it back in the package so you guys can see me actually open it. But, I mean, so it doesn't get my drink. But it just smells so good.
It does.
And so it's amazing. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so nice. I really appreciate it. And she didn't have to. And so thanks again.
Yes, nice little surprise there.
Yeah, it was a very nice surprise.
I'm excited for mine to come.
The next thing, which is also going to go into our next feature of People of Color Makers, a package that we got. Maybe I shouldn't put my address on the screen. But yeah,
for a drink.
So did you want to open that? And while she's opening that,
this.
I'll talk about the other thing I received. So I also got from Shelli.Can, Shelli.Can. She had after the Bernie Mitts thing came out with Bernie Sanders at the inauguration, I got a Fill the Burr pen. Thank you so much, Shelli. It's awesome. And it also came with a sticker. I love the sticker. I'm gonna put it on my hot cold container thing. So, but yeah, I just love that pen. It's so cool. So, yep. Thank you. Again, that's from Shelli.Can. So she's also amazing in all of her stuff. So, thank you. Do you know which one is yours?
No.
That's yours. Okay. So, So Crazy Crafter. I found out about her from Knitty Natty during the Sockmas make-along, and Knitty Natty had bags made from So Crazy Crafter, and I just loved her bags so much. I was just like, I have to order them. And she's super supportive. She's so nice. And yeah, she's just amazing, and I love all of her stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure. Again, sorry for the crinkles. I really should have done that before. So I wanted to make sure that we got the bags and we looked at her selection. And so mine says, "Own it."
That's super cute.
I mean, that is definitely things that I should say and when I'm trying not to curse. Is own it, but you know, it usually doesn't come out that way.
No.
This is like a perfect sock bag size, and it's got the straps, and I just love it. It's so pretty. But she's located in Maryland, and I believe her name is Vita.
My new home state.
Yeah, her new home state. And so thank you, Vita. So Crazy Crafter. Yeah. You guys need to check her out. I will put her information on the screen below. Yeah. And I'll put the links to her shop below as well. So you should check her out. She has bags. They say a whole lot of different things, different selections, and different sizes as well.
And so, in case you can't tell, it's a canvas bag. And like Nika said, there are straps there. Mine says, if I'm sitting, I'm knitting. And that's usually me. I don't sit a whole lot, which is why I can't get through projects. But yeah, if I am sitting, I'm usually knitting.
Yep.
So I thought that was perfect for me. I love the colors. It's embroidered here, which is really awesome. It's beautiful. Like, I'm super excited.
I am too. I love the colors.
Yes.
But yes, so thank you, Vita. So Crazy Crafter. Thank you so much. I just love it. I'm so excited. So yeah, she's amazing. You guys really should check her out.
Please.
Please. All right, and now we'll talk about whips. Mary, you got anything to add?
Actually, so you guys know I made the back for my sweater, so that's my whip, but I've decided not to show you guys until I'm actually done. So next month, you will hopefully see my sweater completed. However, in the meantime, I did start another project. So, I know previously we talked about Sneaka and how she had this yarn, and I don't know if you wanna, and she had leftover, and I just loved it.
It's by Olive Yarn Die Co. And so I actually, that's what they said. So I actually stated last episode that I don't think that they're making yarn anymore. They actually took a hiatus. They are making yarn again, but I don't know if they're gonna make this colorway because.
But this color is awesome.
Yeah.
And I also, in another show.
Hold on, sorry. It's called City Lights and Taxi Cabs.
There you go. City Lights and Taxi Cabs. I discussed using the orange or green. I decided to go with the orange.
Yay!
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd mix it up a bit. And so I started my sock, and that's how far I am, guys.
Yeah.
Not that far.
Put it closer.
Oh,
she's working on the toe.
Yes, I'm doing my toe up socks.
Yeah, because remember she was talking about the cuff down.
Yeah.
So many issues.
Not a fan.
How are you liking that toe up though?
I'm liking it so far. I realize, guys, it's just socks. Okay? Maybe I just had, you know how you replace not so happy memories with, you know, happy memories? And so I was in my mind, you know, and I was like, oh, I love toe up. They're easier. And so I'm doing this toe up, right? No, not easier. I mean, I'm still getting through it, but I came to realize that it might just be socks. I don't mind when, like, after you get through the toe, before the heel, that's my part. I don't mind after you get from the heel up through the cuff, that's my part. But you know, it's the whole thing that makes it a sock really that I just, it might not be my steez. I'm still gonna make them. I'm still going to enjoy them. And yeah, we'll get through it. But I have a bag to put my project in, so I'm excited about that.
I'm excited. It's gonna be so pretty, especially in that bag.
Yeah, I agree.
That bag is such great quality.
So what do you got going on, Tanika?
So I have finished one of my socks from the Sock Miss Tia's Terrific Threads, and I am currently working on my second sock. And I've actually made pretty good progress. So right now I'm doing the gusset decreases. I picked up from the heel flap and the heel turn, and yeah.
See, that's about where I like to finish the sock at.
Right. And I'm holding my sock and my Hohi fanny.
Yes.
My fanny pack. I love this fanny, guys.
It's super cute.
It definitely goes with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Even to work.
Crazy.
My next item, so I started the Kiora shawl by Tammy Gore. And this is in the Lola Bean colorway. I'm only at the beginning.
I love that color.
But I don't know if you can see my progress keeper.
Yeah,
It's there.
You got it.
That is by Hello Lavender Designs. She did, her and Exploring Knits and Fibers did a collaboration. And so this was the Duomo progress keeper.
Hi.
So, something like that. When she gets sassy, guys, that's when that's going to happen. And then it's in my Lola Bean yarn, Red Currant colorway.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so far I love how it's knitting up. It's pretty easy. Her instructions are really clear. I'm using my interchangeable needles, my Chow Goo, because I packed the wrong size. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, I forgot my finished object, because that's what we're moving towards. So, I finished my hat.
Yes.
Yay! Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Tristan Molina, Dragon Horde Yarn.
Love her. She's awesome.
I love the hat so much. It's so cute. It's so awesome. It's so nice. It's so warm. And when I finished it, I was also able to enjoy wearing it because we had about a week's worth of like really cold days, and that wind was whipping, and I mean, like, I couldn't feel a thing.
Even though the next week it was 70, but
I mean,
you know.
that's true, right? But anyways, this hat is amazing. I love it. It was a fun knit. It was really, okay. So after I finished the brim, it was a really quick knit. The brim, I was just like, oh, when am I gonna get to however far I need to get to knit it all together? But after that, I rolled right on through, and it was just awesome. So
Really
I
pretty.
love it. It's beautiful. So thank you, Tristan,
That's
for
a beautiful color.
the yarn, and it's her yarn. It's Pumpkin King, and that's the, I think it's fingering weight yarn and mohair, and both colors are Pumpkin King. So
Little fuzzy there.
yeah, I really love it. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, So now we talked about what we're sipping and what we're nipping, or knitting.
Sipping and nipping.
Right, sipping and nipping. That's going to be a new one. And we'll move on to travel. So again, we're drinking the Nor'easter. And we decided to talk about our trip to the Northeast.
Yes, in the United States.
Of the United States.
Yeah.
Our apologies, or my apologies, because we went quite a few years ago, and I don't know if I have any pictures, but I'm going to look and see if we do. And if I do, then I'll upload them and make sure that they're on here as well. But I don't know if I can find it between like switching computers and phones. I don't know, but I'll figure it out.
Being that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it might be on my other computer, so I'll find it. Good thing I'm like slightly hoarder-ish, right? Because I have all my computers still.
Yeah.
It's only until...
Hoarder is not even the word.
It's only until I'm able to transfer all of my stuff from my old computer onto my new computer. Then I'll get rid of the old one.
That's what she said.
I mean, I can't make any promises, but that's the plan.
Exactly. But as we talk about travels, I mean, we also just want to bring in the fact that, you know, America, North America, and I'm sure South America, we have yet to get to you, but we have lots to offer here too. So we're going to switch it up every little time and try to just mix it up and give you some highlights from everywhere, really.
Yeah, because, I mean, we love traveling, and it doesn't matter if it's stateside or overseas.
Yep.
We just love to go. And, I mean, we've been to 48 out of the 50 U.S. States.
Yep.
So
we still need to hit up 2.
Yeah, the only 2 we're missing are Oregon and Washington. No, Alaska.
She's confused.
Right? Because I was in Washington a couple times, and one time I was down, and I think I was like 30 miles away from Oregon, and I was literally just going to go to Oregon, but they had a huge snowstorm. We won't talk about that trip. But, so I didn't make it. So we still have yet to go to Oregon and Alaska. But for the Northeast trip, I really, really, really wanted a lobster roll. And I have been talking about this lobster roll
She would not
for like
quiet.
a month straight. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, a lobster roll would be really good. Because
we're foodies too.
We are foodies.
Yeah.
And I was like, this lobster roll just isn't it. I just need a real lobster roll. So Mary suggested we go to Maine and get us some lobster. And I said,
where else would you get a lobster roll?
I have leave. Let's take a trip. So we decided to take, I think it was a week and a half off, and we drove up to Maine.
Yep.
We went straight through. We left at like 2 in the morning, maybe 3 in the morning.
Yes.
I don't know if that's safe for other people, but for us, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So we drove straight up to Maine, and while we were in Maine, I got my lobster roll. It was fantastic.
Yeah. I got a shrimp cocktail, and I did take a bite of her lobster roll, but the shrimp were like the size of my hand. I might be a bit dramatic, but they were awesome. They were delicious. I don't think we've had seafood so fresh. I mean, other than like Maryland.
I mean, that's crab.
Crab, right.
Not lobster roll.
Not lobster, no.
But, you know, Maryland's still good.
It is.
Good crab Maryland.
But yes, Maine, lobster,
shrimp.
Just can't beat it.
Yeah,
Shrimp
it was
can't
delicious.
Yeah.
So while we were there, we went to a vodka distillery place because, again, we love to sip, and we always love to sip.
Yes.
And it was like, they had like blueberry vodka.
Yes.
So I'm going to put a note to say our bodies do not handle vodka very well. And there was like a period of time where I could drink vodka and be okay. And if it is, it's like a specific type where I'm okay, maybe. But so we probably won't really highlight any vodka drinks.
Yeah.
And so our apologies if that's your preference.
Yes.
I mean, we could probably put a recipe below or say like substitute vodka, and I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
But you know, I probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. But
it's our blind spot.
We drink everything else.
We do.
But vodka.
And it's not because we don't like vodka, it's just because it doesn't like us.
It really doesn't. Because if it did like me, I'd definitely drink it, but it just doesn't, and you don't want to hear about that.
Right.
So but at that time we were able to drink it. So I had a little bit. So we got a blueberry vodka, it was like potato vodka, and then we went to I think it's called Grisby's.
Yes.
Grisby's, it's like it was a brewery.
Like pub. Brewery.
But it was the first brewery or place that made beer in Maine since Prohibition, and it's still there. So that was really cool. That was a fun trip, and we stayed in a hotel. It was in Portland, Maine, which is where we went.
Portland, Maine is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
We were supposed to stay in a hotel, but they had, the room was smoking, and I have allergies.
She did, yeah.
So
even back then, she was really sensitive, to smoke.
Very sensitive to smoke. So they were like, we could clear it out. I said no. So we found a different hotel.
And I actually think it was in the cards for us to stay there.
Yeah, the hotel was amazing.
It was awesome. It was right downtown.
Yep.
Like, there were cobblestone streets.
Yeah, close to everything.
Yeah, there were all these like brew pubs and beer pubs
We also found a beer house or a brew house.
Yes.
Beer house. And it was really cool. And if I can find it online, I'll put it on the screen.
Yes.
And if I can find the pictures, we'll be posting them as we're talking.
Yeah.
And if I cannot, I'm sorry, you get to still see us.
Yeah. There could be worse things, right?
I mean, I think so. But yeah, so we did that, and we were only in Portland, Maine for a couple nights, I think.
Yeah, because the idea was for us to drive, and that's what Tanika was talking about when we left at like 2 in the morning, and we drove basically straight to Maine, and then we were gonna zigzag our way back down to Virginia, which is where we both lived at that time.
Yep. So during that trip, the next stop was Boston.
Yeah.
So
love Boston.
Love Boston. So we stayed in Hull. And that was like a couple miles away from Boston, but it was on like a little peninsula, and the hotel we stayed at was right on the water.
Yes, Hull, Hull.
Yeah, and when we were in Boston, we again went to like little breweries and pubs and just ate food and walked around the city and saw the sights.
Yes.
It was
stopped at Harvard.
Yeah, stopped at Harvard.
Right.
So we can say we've been.
Yeah. Not matriculated.
Yeah,
but
we went to Harvard, right? So that counts. We think so.
Our tuition was a lot cheaper too.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I would imagine.
I would
No,
hope so.
I'm saying our tuition to go to Harvard was cheaper than the students that actually go to Harvard.
Yes, our tuition to go to Harvard was cheaper. Yeah, than the students that matriculated from Harvard. Yeah. So after that, Boston was awesome. So we saw all the sights, and then we drove down to Connecticut because we wanted to go to Yale. Yeah. So we could say we've been to Boston, or we've been to Harvard and Yale. Right. I mean,
we have a school weird fetish thing,
and it's just the little things sometimes that make us happy.
Yes.
So, and the other point of going to Connecticut, because there was a couple. Yeah. So Connecticut we're also into wine. They had 2 wine trails.
Yes.
One of them had, at the time, 19 wineries on one circle, and then the other one had 21 wineries on the other circle. So we were like, I said, Mary, they have 2 wine trails. How many days is it going to take us to get through at least a good portion of them, right?
Obviously, that determined how long we were in that area.
Exactly. So we carved out a longer time in Connecticut because we were like, well, we got to get through some of these wine trails, right? I mean, at least one.
Right. One full wine trail.
Right, and then maybe step into the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, it was a thought. Well, we ended up getting there on a Monday, which was not smart.
Not conducive to wine tasting in that area.
Yeah, although I did my research and found the wineries and the trails, I failed on actually figuring out when they were open.
Yeah.
Which happened to be Wednesdays.
Right.
Through Friday.
We assumed it was like a 7-day thing.
Yeah, because I think in Virginia, I think they maybe some of them are closed on Mondays, but most of them are open 7 days a week, unless if they're smaller.
Yes.
But yeah, you can find wineries open on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Right.
In the VA.
True.
So, we went there, pretty much all of them were closed. I think maybe we found one that may have been open. And then they were like, they mostly, like, some of them open on Wednesdays, but they all open on Thursday. And I was like, it's Monday. Yeah. I am not going to sit here in Connecticut with not a whole lot of stuff to do until the day I think we were planning to leave.
Right.
Or maybe the day before. And so we decided to head back early and just hang out at home and relax and eat and drink.
And have a staycation and
Yeah.
go to some of the wineries in Virginia.
But while we were in Connecticut,
Yes. Oh my goodness.
the pizza.
Sweet surprise.
Yeah.
So we never even knew pizza was like a thing in Connecticut. Sorry.
Yeah,
We've
sorry,
heard
Connecticut.
of course, New York pizza,
Yep.
Chicago pizza,
Yep.
you know, but we were off campus of Yale and we were just like walking up some popular, you know, bar street that, you know, kids hang out at, you know, college kids, and we happened upon this restaurant. And
Yep.
was it someone was like, you should go try their pizza, or did we just go in there for a beer?
I think so. It was between that
Yeah.
place for beer because it didn't even have a name. It just had the sign and it said like bar.
Yeah.
So when I'm describing it to people, I'm like, it's a place. It's called bar.
You're right.
Because I'm sure it has a name, but there isn't a sign with the name.
Right.
And then it was another restaurant that we were looking at, and we just liked the atmosphere
Yeah.
of this other place better, the one that was called Bar. So we decided to go there and get like a white chicken pizza.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I've
And
never had a pizza so good.
Yes. It was huge when it came out because they like stick it in an oven, and we're just like, because we had eaten earlier.
Yeah.
But we didn't want it to be late and then be hungry. So we were like, oh, we should get something now.
Yeah.
And the pizza came out, and we were like, we don't know how we're going to eat this whole thing.
Well, remember, we asked the bartender, we said, what size do we need? He's like, well, how hungry are you? We're like, we're hungry, but we might be hungry later, or we might be hungrier than what we feel.
Right.
And the bartender's like, okay, get this size. And I think it was like a medium.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huge.
And I said, he's like a medium should feed too. And I
Yeah.
said, okay. So we got the medium. We were like, I don't think we're going to finish this. Like,
Right.
it's too big.
Right.
And then we took one bite and we were like, oh, this is just not going to happen.
We
Like,
were
we're
saying
gonna
to
eat
each
it all.
other, you need to get your own.
Yeah. Like, seriously. Now, we were so full. Like,
Right.
we kept eating. And then we had to, like, we couldn't eat all the pizza because it was so much. And so we had to put some on plates so we could go back to the hotel.
Yes.
And, like, on the way, once we got back to the hotel, we were like, oh, I just gotta eat some more pizza. So that whole pizza was gone. I mean,
Yeah, it was. We had no leftovers.
we had no leftovers.
Yeah.
And we were really full.
We were.
But it was so good.
It was.
We
It was
might need
probably,
to take another trip just for pizza.
I agree. It was probably like one of my favorite top pizzas, at least tied for first.
It probably is my favorite.
Yeah.
I've had Chicago and Naples.
Oh yeah,
Napoli
Napoli,
pizza.
yeah.
I thought it was delicious. But, you know,
They ain't got nothing on Connecticut.
I mean, Connecticut is probably by far my favorite. Sorry, people, Napoli people, my bad. But yes, Connecticut, that pizza is
Yes.
on point.
It was awesome. They like seasoned the crust. I mean, it was just flavor bomb in your mouth.
Yeah. So when we were talking to our dad about telling you guys about our trips, he brought up Plymouth Rock. So I'm going to let Mary talk about Plymouth Rock because she was the one that wanted to go.
So, I mean, oh, go ahead.
I said it was a waste of time. I'm just going to put that out there.
So that's a nice segue into this story because I feel like, and I mean, we'd been by there when we were younger, but I mean, sometimes you don't remember that stuff. So we were there as adults, of course, and so I'm like, hey, we got to hit up Plymouth Rock. Like, we're in the area. We left Connecticut, you know, we're leaving early. We might as well go by there, or I think actually at that time were we on our way, or anyway.
I don't know. We went to Salem and we went to Plymouth Rock.
Yes. So regardless, I was like, oh, it's not far out of the way. Let's just drive there.
I think it was on the way home.
Probably.
I don't know, but I think so.
Anyway, so we decided we were going to go. First, I will say this. So the town felt very touristy.
Yes.
Like, it was very nichey. Like, yeah, they know people are there to see Plymouth Rock. And we kind of went right before on season.
Yeah.
So a lot of the places were kind of closed, but it still kind of felt that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless, I was like, we got to see Plymouth Rock. It's part of history, blah, blah, blah. Tanika agreed begrudgingly. And so we drove out there, right? So we're doing all this work to get to Plymouth Rock, right? We're going a half hour out of our way each way. And then so we get there and the town's like, it's not even like quaint or inviting. It's like very, just, I don't even know how to describe it. Like you're at a I don't want to say carnival.
I mean, we've been to towns in Arkansas that are more vibrant.
Yes, exactly. And so we get there, and there's a sign, of course. We drive around, they meander you through the town, you know, trying to upsell you in an odd way. And so we finally get to Plymouth Rock. And so we park the car, we walk up to this place, and we look down at Plymouth Rock because, you know, it's kind of like sectioned off so people don't do, I don't know, weird things. I guess they're going to stand on it or something. I don't know.
Or take it.
Or I don't know why you would want to take it, but, you know, okay, so be it. So anyway, so we're looking down, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's it? Like, we drove all this way. I mean, because, and I'll just say this, as a kid, you know, the way Plymouth Rock is described, you're like thinking, like, not necessarily Rock of Gibraltar, but you're thinking.
We've never been, so we can't verify that either.
We can't, it might be a small rock too. But when you're looking at this rock, you're like, that's it? Like, I have a rock bigger in my backyard. Like, that's all I'm saying.
That's an exaggeration too. But it was definitely smaller than what we expected. I was thinking it'd be like some huge,
yeah.
I don't know. It was
preconceived ideas, I guess.
I mean, I went willingly, right? We're just gonna put that out there. But I mean, I guess I'm happy to say like I've been again as an adult, but
yeah, not something we'd have to see again.
No.
I mean, if you have time and you just want to get it out of your system as like a once in a lifetime thing, sure, go ahead.
I probably would have preferred to like stop off in Providence, Rhode Island, and drive through that and just kind of see those sites over going to Plymouth Rock.
We could have gone to Brown.
Oh, we could have gone to Brown. Man, we didn't even think of that.
I know, right?
We totally should have went to Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after that, I mean, we came home, and that's actually where we found this other winery in Maryland.
Yes.
It's called
it's in
It's in Havre de Grace.
Yeah.
And I will look it up and see if I can put the name of the winery up there on the screen. But it was delicious, and the people were amazing, they're so sweet. And I mean, like, we even went back, and they remembered us.
They did.
Coming, and just the family. And I think they ended up having like a fire.
Yeah.
Like because we went back again, and they had ended up having a fire, so they were closed. And so hopefully they're open again. I know that they were getting it fixed.
Right.
But we'll definitely have to go again. But up in Havre de Grace, so if you're in Maryland, Havre de Grace. There's the winery, and I'll put it on the screen for you.
It's a beautiful coastal town too.
Yeah, it's a cute town. It's on the water, but the winery is fun. It's good, and it's nice, and the people are amazing.
Right.
So yeah. So other than that, that basically sums up that trip.
Yeah.
And yeah, we came home. We went to wineries in Virginia, and we just had a staycation the rest of the week. So,
but hands down, that was still like an amazing trip.
It was a lot of fun. It was a sister trip.
It was. Yeah.
I think it was one of the first times that we actually. I mean, we've been on road trips before, but it was like a dedicated chunk of time that we like went away.
We went in the spring too, and I just like have this memory because we had a route planned, but we think there was an accident or something on the road that was actually planned, and then so for whatever reason we took an alternative route, and it kind of took us through small towns.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh my goodness, it was so gorgeous, and because it was spring, like they had flowers and tulips, and like we had our windows down, and you could just smell them like as you're driving. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it was before my allergies got really bad.
But
it was like, but it was really late spring because it was about a week before like the summer season started. So yeah, but it was awesome. It was beautiful.
And we've talked about it so much, like our parents are now like, we gotta go there. We gotta take a trip.
Yeah, because they've been already, but you know, they wanted to go again. But yeah, so that was basically it.
Yes.
But our trip was awesome. We'll have to plan another one going back. But we also really need to go to Oregon and to Alaska.
Yeah.
So we'll make it there. That's on our plan. And we'll take you with us.
Oregon trails, we're coming for you.
Winery.
Not the game.
No, but the wines. The Oregon wine trails.
Right, Oregon wine trails.
Yes, and we'll definitely bring you guys along. So
yes, yeah.
Can't wait for that.
No.
All right, well, stay tuned. We'll show you how we made our drinks called the Nor'easter. Please enjoy, and if you have time, make one too, and I hope you like it. So.
Yes, it's really good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Yes, have a great day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
She didn't plan on that.
I really didn't. Sorry, guys.